My name is Caitlyn Figueroa, and this video project is a look into the beauty standards that are present in the Dominican Republic. I will be looking in how these beauty standards came about, the effect they have on the people, and the fight against them. The Dominican Republic is full of life, color, and beauty. After spending 2 weeks immersed in the Dominican Republic, there was one thing that remained almost constant throughout each town. Many of the Dominican women and young girls' hair has been treated and straightened. Even in the town where we did our service project at, the only two businesses present was a convenience store and a salon. From what I could tell during my short time there, the beauty standards are light-skinned and having long, lighter, and straight hair. The process to reach these standards can be painful, extremely costly, and very time-consuming. Women in the Dominican Republic visit their salons once to twice a week, and they can spend up to 2 to 3 hours getting their hair treated and straightened. These standards are forced onto young girls as old as 4. These young girls will sit next to their mothers, aunts, or grandmothers and complain about the heat from the dryers, the tight curlers, and the length of time during the hair straightening process. When trying to understand where these beauty standards came from, I looked back to our readings during class. During a student-led class, Ray Nobles, Jasmine Hartsgrove, and Maya Carr brought up the article "At the Beauty Salon, Dominican American Woman Conflicted Over the Quest for Straight Hair." From this article, I was able to understand where some of these standards have stemmed from. According to Melissa Gooden, the author of the previous article stated, these beauty standards arose during the colonial rule under Spain. They were steeped in oppression and racism. The implemented beauty standards was, and still are, a whitening technique for Dominicans to differentiate themselves from Haitians. The reason behind them wanting to separate themselves from Haitians is because they see Haitians as the descendants of African slaves, and they only see themselves as Dominicans. These whitening techniques were a way to climb the social ladder in an attempt to imitate those with money and power. Even during the dictatorship of Rafael Trujillo, these standards were evident. When we visited the Memorial Museum of the Resistance, our guide told us that Trujillo would place flour onto his face for public appearances and interviews in order to appear as lighter skinned. Beauty standards have affected the mentality of young Dominican females. When I spoke to our guide, Laura, she told me that growing up, to be considered beautiful, you must have light skin, straight hair, and long hair. She went on stating how this ideology has negatively impacted her self-esteem and how it has caused an internal battle in her because she wants to have her natural hair, but she's been told so long that she must straighten it. In schools, young girls can be sent home if their hair isn't meeting standards. Even driving around Santiago, I could observe that the women I presume to work in an office setting must meet these beauty standards. The one person well known for going against these standards is Carolina Contreras. She is a hairstylist and an entrepreneur. She owns the salon Miss Rizos. The salon is the first all-curly or natural hair salon located in Santo Domingo. Carolina Contreras is a major force in Afro-Latina hair beauty standards. She hopes to empower young girls and women to embrace their natural curls. Some people think that this topic is unimportant. However, it is exactly that thinking that makes this topic important. Beauty standards are in place to suppress certain races and women all over the world. I chose this topic because it is relevant not only in the Dominican Republic, but currently here in the United States. Children are being kicked out of schools, and people are not being hired because their hair is worn in their natural state. I looked into this because I wanted to see the differences between beauty standards in the United States and the Dominican Republic. The differences I saw were not very significant at all. I only wish that the day I spent in Santo Domingo, I had some free time to go visit Miss Rizzo's salon. Other than that, I am happy to have had such an amazing opportunity to experience a new culture and meet its people.